What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me. I'm Duke James. This is almost the end of Brazil. So I am going to take 3 Caribbean provinces from England. I would have taken this one, but that costs like 24 war score, which is a lot. I'll just attack Flemish Mexico directly. They were allied with Great Britain. I forgot to call them. Actually, you know what? I could just take it here. Cost 66 dip, but that's fine. Actually, doesn't really add all that much to aggressive expansion, so sure, knock them out from the world. That works out. Alright, and then will no longer accept that, so I'll just take these provinces. Then the 3 Caribbean provinces, the Mexican coastline up until Zepelotan, and then these Carolinian provinces. Gonna cost 1,245 admin to core all of those provinces. Fortunately, it's only causing 82 per extension. Then I'll just chain that into a war with Portugal for their Portuguese-Mexican provinces. Yeah, that still belongs to the Antilles, so they have no provinces. They really only have these provinces over here and then up here, so. Walk those guys up there. It's a decent development, actually, in those provinces. As a fort level 8. Alright, let's core that. Core that. That one. And that one. All my money disappeared. So I'm now a lot over my naval force limit, so that is costing me 17 ducats. That's one of my biggest peeves about 3.0's Army and Navy maintenance will just rocket if your force limit drops. And that's due to building stuff, so it's sometimes the provinces will just build stuff themselves, which will reduce your naval goods, which will reduce your naval force limit, which will increase your fleet maintenance, and that's really out of your control. So I just don't like the unpredictability of those two factors. And then there's also things like realm expenses, so I actually overinvested, which is my fault. So that's fine, because I knew what I was doing. I overinvested in this area because there was a lot of unemployment, and apparently there wasn't as much as I thought there was because there's overinvestment, but that eventually will sort itself out, so I'm not really worried about that. The other stuff is just annoying. Alright, let's take these ships and bring them over. Pick up these guys to bring them here. Oh yeah, I named this client state Louisiana 2 because apparently Louisiana was already taken. So they are Louisiana 2. The sequel. Load up these guys. them up there. Gonna take that. They're gonna take that. Pouring these provinces very slowly. At least it'll remove the unrest. It's not gonna do much for autonomy. Looking at a census. So I believe that is more than 1 million peasant growth per year. 83.6 million peasants, so close to 100 million. That's my goal. I made stretch goals a while ago, but I lost them, so I'm not sure what those stretch goals were exactly. I think 3 million, is it 3 million residents, 50 million peasants? Because I'm gonna double 50 million peasants, and I've hit 3 million residents, so those were some of the stretch goals, and then I hit those. Industry, pretty much the same. Exotic goods, we produce 419 exotic goods now, so that increased by about 50 actually over the last decade. Almost to demand. Our demand, consumer just got worse. Luxury. Knowledge. Mexico, black flagged. You guys aren't very much help black flagged, do you know that? Let's bring these guys over here. They actually go over there? Okay. Yeah, Portugal only owns this area. That's rude. Take out those guys since they're right there. Alright, I've taken this area. I'm trying to deal with the rebels over here, so they're gonna take that. I'm taking some provinces over there, they're gonna take that stuff back. Some Portuguese Mexican troops that keep slipping up here, taking territory. So I'm locked in a deadly struggle with them. Rebels over here that I'm taking out. Take out those ships. Take out those guys. There. Oh, these guys apparently took all of Tepe territory. So I can pretty much attack them and just take their territory. Grab that guy for the discipline. Alright, take back up Puerto Rico. Guys are trying to slip through. I think I'll do a third. I always forget the name, client state, this area. Not just give it all to Mexico, because I think that would be too much territory. They would have a lot of development in that case. So I'll just create another one like in this area. Probably give a couple of these provinces to Mexico. The border doesn't look weird. These guys, hopefully it's a stack weight. No stack weight. Shouldn't really have that many troops to actually siege anything. Alright, Portugal. Portugal will pay me 1,300 ducats. I don't want your ducats, I want your territory. Alright. Probably just grab this stuff. Get those troops back. I have a lot of rebels, so... I'll just take that stuff, and that'll give me a land connection, actually, with this area. Take care of those rebels. That's a lot of rebels over there. Build some more troops, because I'm going to need them to fight those stacks. Put up those guys. My stability is -2. Alright, let's go ahead and do brain and temporary tax relief. It's gonna hurt my income by a lot, but that's necessary. That's unfortunate, all the way down there. I haven't moved troops down to South America in a long time. Been pretty quiet. I might just build troops actually down there. That's probably the... I think I did that last time these guys rose up here. Just build 4 troops to fight the 4 troops. Take out those rebels. They're gonna take out their own rebels. Perfect. Bring these guys over. There's rebels up here, but they're Louisiana separatists, so if I lose that territory, it just goes to my client state, so it's not really that much of a loss. Alright, Portugal will accept. Give me all this territory and then war reps. Couple hundred ducats. Good enough for me. I have to deal with a lot of rebels. A lot of rebels. So I want to fight these guys, and just Mexico will fight them actually. So they can go do that. I deal with the rebels. This guy's back. I can send expeditions up here now, actually. I think with the rest of my dip points, I'm probably just going to send expeditions just to paint the map. Really not a lot of people up in these provinces. But I'll do it anyway. Guys have very little army. Lead those troops. Might as well send these guys over. So a rebel group actually rises up. My stability is 0. So I couldn't have that many rebels. Hopefully. Alright, well that was horrible. So I accepted this province's demands up here. The rebels. And apparently gave them these 2 provinces, this province, and this area. In this area. And I don't know why those that rebels had cores on those provinces, but they now own those provinces, and I lost my cores on them, so... Alright. Yeah, cores and countries are definitely messed up in this patch. Like, this is New England over here. That makes no sense. There's just a whole lot of nations that were just not in places that they should have. They were in places that they shouldn't have been. So, yeah. I'm even mad about losing those provinces, except it just makes the map look horrible. I should have looked more at what they were gonna get, but I didn't expect them to get these random provinces that they had never owned in the game before. I guess because of their Flemish culture, that's why it happened, but that's weird because they have no association besides that with those provinces. But it's pretty much the end of the campaign anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Oh, there's those rebels. Alright, let's kill those guys. So apparently some reactionary warlords up here. Alright, I'm gonna take this, because any more will add a massive European-wide coalition against me. So, 310 ducats, these provinces. I'll probably keep these 2 provinces along the coast, give these 2 to Mexico, and then release a 3rd client state with this stuff right here, and then give them that stuff, if I play that long in the future. Alright, so I will core that and that. I will grant that and not that one, that one. To Mexico. And which one of these provinces is a good capital? Yeah, they're all wooded highlands, so I guess this one is at least central. Alright, yeah, I'll go with that, sure. Let's do a monarchy. Alright, that flag's fine. give them that province, that province, that one, and that one, and this one. Alright, and then I will end this campaign, not this campaign, but this episode here. Pick up in the next episode. So, thank you for watching. Goodbye.